How deserted lies the city, once so full of people. How like a widow is she, who was once great among the nations. Bitterly she weeps at night, and tears are upon her cheeks. All her friends have betrayed her. They have become her enemies. Humans have always built places to live together, places to grow up and grow old together. Cities, our larger places of gathering, take this to the extreme. Sometimes you can have potential, hope, and amazing achievement, and sometimes you can have drabness, stigma, and complete despair. The cities of the Bible are amazing and vivid illustrations of this. They can be wonderful places of potential where people are built up, or they can be places where people are torn down completely. Perhaps the biggest challenge facing us today, as our cultures and our cities grow, is to maintain that sense of community. How can we do it in such a way that everybody feels involved? The Bible encourages us to ask, who is our neighbour? And if you're watching this video, the chances are that part of the answer to that question is people with mental health problems. And they could be closer than a neighbour, they could be family, they could be friends, they could be you. So as a church, how can we helpfully respond to people who have emotional or mental health needs? The church has a long history in this area. For millennia, it's prayed for the sick. Its parish system was the very start of the welfare state, and it opened the first psychiatric hospitals. And yet the church has a long history of controversy here too, tending to see problems as completely spiritual, thinking it can and should work alone, aiming for a separation of church and state. One thing I know because of my training as a psychiatrist is that we have a lot to learn from each other. The NHS has a lot to learn from the church and from other faith groups who care about people's souls, and the church has a lot to learn from the NHS and the scientific discoveries that it's made. Do you know where your local psychiatric hospital is, and have you ever been there? Do you know what mental health research your local university is engaged in? And do you know what local council policies are being put together? And most importantly, do you know how keen these people are to meet people like you, because they are fully aware that they cannot do it alone? Premier Mind and Soul is a growing national resource that we hope can help you answer some of these questions and take things forward. We run large conferences to help people understand issues and to encourage those who attend. We have a website with articles, audio, video, blogs, podcasts, and an increasingly interactive section with comments and forums and discussion. We've written a course that you can run in your local church, and we want to support you and advertise your local events as you run them. Most of all, we want to see cities that are being redeemed, where all things are being made new, and where everybody can live life to the full with God.